ridden with madness never has an end. The spiral of madness twists both ways. The madness that seeks me takes everything good away. The madness creeps over me at night, holds me tight like sleep paralysis. Madness is that monster woman. She tears you apart and keeps only the best parts for herself. Madness is unattainable if you have boundaries. Unattainable madness does not lie in those restricted areas. Madness cannot live only in the dark, but also the light. Madness needs balance like ice and fire. Madness makes everything red. Red madness, red madness, red madness, red madness. Madness is a beautifully despicable place to be, where you will meet the three. Madness of three, the only place to be. The three seek me. I can feel them coming for me. Red madness, red madness, red madness. This is one of my favorites, Pride. I wish I wasn't in a box. I wish they would let me fly. I wish they could see how beautiful all the colors are here, are up here in the sky. The big and shiny and bright ones. They're all the things I love. I wish they could feel the radiance that exudes through me from being my most self. I guess I didn't think this through, why they wouldn't love me or you. I wish they could understand why me and not she or he or them or they, that this is the decision of who I am. I wish they could see me with a lidless box. I wish they could see me, maybe not today or tomorrow. Maybe when they do, time will stop, and then I'll be free of this disgusting box. Pride. My goodness, I get so nervous reading in front of people. As you guys know, I'm dyslexic as fuck, and when I was in, I went to school up to 3rd grade, and my teacher would make me get up in front of the class and read, and I obviously could not read, so it left me really quite horrified. So when I read it in front of people, it makes me seriously nervous. Okay, thanks guys. Okay, this is Selfish. The first page is missing out of the book. Selfish. I'm selfish. I can be selfish, at least I can admit it. What makes a person selfish in your eyes? Is it simply not doing things for others when you know it can help them? Or is it the way that guy wears his tie or the way that girl does her hair? Is it not putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation to help others? Or is it just not giving one fuck about anyone or anything but yourself? I'm guessing it's all three of these things. So whatever, you can call me selfish. I'm accepting I'm a selfish person. I was molested my whole young life, and when I talk to other victims that have been sexually abused, they all say different things. No story is ever the same, but there's usually similarities. They all hate, despise their attackers, but me? No, I don't hate him. Does that make me disgusting? Does it make me a terrible person knowing that he's out there maybe doing it to someone else and that I'm not stopping him? I'm not saving her. You wonder why I'm not. My ex, he was the first person I really fully told. He kind of emotionally beat it out of me, and his response? Furious. We need to throw him in prison. I was so shocked. I was so shocked because he hated him. Hearing one story, and he hated him. With every feeling in his body, one story. So why didn't I? Why don't I want to get him in trouble? Why don't I want him to pay for all the pain he's caused? He didn't have to deal with the countless times he molested me. He didn't have to deal with the countless times I felt ashamed or disgusting, and he already hated him, so why? I think Stockholm Syndrome is why. Putting trust or love into your captors, because it's the only way you can deal with the situation in front of you. The only way I could deal with it, I guess, is by loving it. Loving his cruel nature of his, hating what he was doing to me, but trying to convince myself that I loved it because I was letting it happen to me. I wasn't kicking his teeth in, I was simply just letting it happen to me. So how can I sit here and write this and do nothing about it? Because I am selfish. I don't want to sit down with the cops and convince them I was raped many times. Why should I have to convince someone I was taken advantage of? Why is our legal system so fucked up? They make their victims feel like villains. They sit there smug and try and convince you that you were asking for it. I'm sorry, no, I was not 6 years of age asking for this cruelty. No girl was drunk at a party asking to be raped, defiled. I don't care if you didn't scream no. That doesn't mean you weren't raped. That doesn't mean what happened to you is nothing. I guess it just means what happened to you, they don't understand it. Mostly because they haven't experienced it. But I don't want to just hope anymore. Hope people will do the right thing because I haven't. And I'm taking that blame. I'm not hiding. I am a coward. But yet I so am because I'm lucky enough to be in a country where I have the right to speak my mind. When I first started writing this piece, I thought I'm definitely selfish, but I'm not, I'm just lost. And I need to give myself the chance not to be selfish. Wish me luck. Anyone who's been there in that relationship, who they are just back and forth, this one is for you. Drag me up for air. You are so mean. I never thought we would get to this ever, and I'm not sure how we did. Break up over text after 2 years while I'm dealing with the scariest moments. You steal my own words and you tell them to my mother in the worst ways and lie about what I say after you know I needed to talk to her so I could move past some of these awful experiences in life, and you take that right from me. You take my own words and you spill them terribly written with even more darkness. I can't even talk to her about it because of you now, just like you took CH from me when it was supposed to be about my father, and you made it about money and why you weren't being paid and when I wasn't even being paid. And if you were ever a good boyfriend, you would know that this shit is on the anniversary of my father's death. But you don't realize that, do you? Because you are so self-absorbed. I have been throwing up every other hour, crying at any point in the day, and this is when I needed you. This is when 2 years is worth it, because when the waters are rough, your partner is supposed to paddle with you. But you don't paddle with me. You would rather watch me sink into the ocean and drown just moments before you drag me up for air, so you can save me instead of never letting me sink in the first place. Drag me up for air. What am I? And I really want you to think of what I am describing. My loops are long and tenuous. They are long like vines. They are slightly rippled like that sea of drowning memories washing over your good night's sleep. These long ropes you might describe as my limbs. I would describe what a tentacle is to an octopus or a branch to a tree. My glass mask is bubbled in round ways you can't imagine, very much marbled like those shiny floors. Seek me for pleasure. I have many different outputs for your liking. Try my different holes, they fit many tubes. If half of me is without a tube, how will I breathe and work for me, but mostly for you? You can suck me dry of all my juice and exhale my inner workings, careful that cough might bruise. Troubled moments await my future. Those crude beings might shatter me without a flinch. Good thing you mostly keep me hidden in that dark, lonely closet so your parents won't steal a glance. I have traveled a very long time through time just to end up at a shop near you. The best part is you'll still use me even when I'm tattered and no longer new. What am I? Hey, Mooka. I'm working on a movie right now, and my director, Josh, I read this to him, and he said, a heart. And I was like, wow, no one's actually ever said that, and that's really smart, because the tubes like a limb to an octopus or a branch to a tree. Like, you know, if half of me is working, how do I work for me, but mostly for you? Like, so much of it, I was like, yeah, man, a heart, cool. I'm a hookah, but that's a heart too. Like, that's a very good description. Okay, those are all my pieces. Yeah.